Have you ever pondered how knowledge grew and evolved in ancient civilizations? Our journey begins at the dawn of time, in the realms of prehistory and ancient history. This was a time when the human mind was just beginning to grasp the complexities of the world. Amidst this vast expanse of unknowns, the first glimmers of knowledge emerged. It was a time when the seeds of understanding were sown and the human intellect was awakened. The prehistoric man, in his quest for survival, began observing patterns in nature. The changing seasons, the movement of celestial bodies, the behavior of animals, all became subjects of curiosity and investigation, and so the rudimentary form of knowledge was born. But how was this knowledge preserved and passed on to future generations? The answer lies in one of humanity's greatest inventions, writing. The act of inscribing thoughts and observations onto a medium marked a significant leap in the evolution of knowledge. It allowed for the preservation of ideas, the transmission of wisdom, and the birth of civilization as we know it. Now let's travel to ancient Mesopotamia, where the Sumerians were making strides in knowledge acquisition. In the fertile valleys of the Tigris and Euphrates, the Sumerians were not just tilling the land, but also sowing the seeds of scientific knowledge. They recorded their observations of the cosmos, creating a tangible record of their understanding of the universe. These weren't mere observations, though. The Sumerians used mathematical calculations to study astronomy, laying the groundwork for many scientific endeavors that would follow. The Sumerians' contribution to the dawn of knowledge was profound. They transformed the way we perceive the world and universe. Their observations and calculations helped shape the future of science, setting a path for the advanced discoveries that were to come. Thus, the seeds of knowledge were sown in the fertile grounds of prehistory and ancient history, setting the stage for more advanced discoveries. If you're captivated by the journey of knowledge through ancient civilizations, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating historical explorations. Join us as we continue to unravel the mysteries of the past. The cradle of civilization, Mesopotamia, held more than the birth of cities and agriculture. It was also where our understanding of the cosmos took root. In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, the Sumerians, a civilization known for their ingenuity and curiosity, began to record observations of the cosmos. They developed a system of mathematical calculations which became a fundamental tool in their studies of astronomy. It was through their meticulous observations and calculations that Babylonian astronomy was born, leaving a profound impact on the scientific endeavors that were to follow. The influence of Babylonian astronomy was vast, shaping the way future civilizations would come to understand and study the cosmos. This knowledge was not confined to the observational, but also extended to the predictive, allowing civilizations to anticipate celestial events and the changing of seasons, vital information for a society heavily dependent on agriculture. Moving further south, we find another influential civilization, ancient Egypt, known for its monumental architecture and complex societal structures. But beyond the pyramids and the hieroglyphs, the ancient Egyptians were also notable contributors to the fields of astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. They developed a solar calendar, pioneered the study of geometry, and laid the foundations for medical practices that would evolve over centuries. However, it's important to note that not all of their practices were effective. Some were even harmful, as they often intertwined their scientific pursuits with their religious beliefs and rituals. Despite these drawbacks, the advancements made by the ancient Egyptians in various fields of knowledge were significant and have stood the test of time. These civilizations, with their pioneering strides in various fields of knowledge, set a precedent for future generations. They showed us that curiosity, coupled with the desire to understand our world, can lead to groundbreaking discoveries and advancements. Their legacy continues to inspire, reminding us that knowledge and understanding are a continuous journey, not a destination. A beacon of knowledge, the city of Alexandria held an important role in the evolution of knowledge. Now, let's delve into the heart of Alexandria, a city that was once the epicenter of intellectual and cultural life during the Hellenistic civilization. Its significance cannot be overstated, for it was here that the Great Library of Alexandria was established. Imagine, if you will, a library like no other. It wasn't merely a repository of books, but a melting pot of ideas, a hub of intellectual discourse, and a beacon of enlightenment. The Library of Alexandria was a testament to humanity's insatiable thirst for understanding and the pursuit of wisdom. Within its hallowed halls, scholars from the farthest reaches of the known world congregated, exchanging ideas, engaging in spirited debates, and contributing to the collective knowledge of humanity. It was here that the world's finest minds nurtured the seeds of scientific thought, laying the groundwork for astronomy, mathematics, and medicine. The library was a grand stage where the finest minds of the era shared their wisdom and discoveries. It was a place where knowledge was not just preserved, but cultivated and proliferated. The Library of Alexandria was the heart of the city, pumping fresh, innovative ideas through the veins of civilization, inspiring generations of scholars, scientists, and thinkers. However, the flame of enlightenment that the Library of Alexandria kindled was not to last forever. It fell victim to a series of unfortunate events, culminating in a destructive fire that razed it to the ground. The world watched in despair as centuries of accumulated knowledge turned to ashes, and the once vibrant beacon of enlightenment was extinguished. The loss of the Library of Alexandria was a tragic blow to the intellectual world. It signified not just the loss of countless scrolls and texts, but also the invaluable knowledge, wisdom, and ideas they contained. The echoes of its destruction still reverberate through the annals of history, serving as a stark reminder of the fragility of knowledge and the importance of its preservation. With the fall of the Great Library, a significant chapter in the evolution of knowledge came to a close. The city of Alexandria, once a shining beacon in the realm of knowledge, was plunged into darkness. But the spirit of the library lives on, inspiring us to seek, preserve, and share knowledge as the scholars of Alexandria once did. The sands of Persia, too, hold tales of significant advancements in the world of knowledge. As we journey further into the realms of the ancient world, we find ourselves in the heart of the Sassanid period in Persia. This was an era of enlightenment where the foundations of modern mathematics and astronomy were laid. In the intellectual crucible of Persia, the seeds of advanced mathematical theories were sown. They didn't just count apples and oranges. They delved into the complex world of algebra and geometry, pushing the boundaries of what was previously known. The Persian scholars honed the art of calculation, creating intricate algorithms that would later become the cornerstone of modern computational systems. But the Persians didn't stop at numbers. They reached for the stars. Literally. Astronomy was another field where the Persians made considerable strides. They meticulously observed the celestial bodies, their movements, and their relationships with one another. They charted the heavens, creating comprehensive star maps that would guide explorers for centuries to come. And where did this thirst for knowledge come from? The answer lies in the influence of Greek traditions. The Persians were astute learners and discerning admirers of Greek knowledge. They absorbed the Greek traditions of inquiry and critical thinking, integrating them into their own intellectual pursuits. This symbiosis of cultures led to a rich tapestry of ideas and discoveries that propelled the advancement of knowledge. The Persian scholars were not just thinkers, they were pioneers. They dared to question, to explore, and to innovate. They built upon the knowledge of their predecessors and, in turn, passed on their wisdom to the generations that followed. Their contributions laid the groundwork for the development of modern science, mathematics, and astronomy. Persia, thus, became a pivotal player in the grand narrative of knowledge evolution. The tales from the sands of Persia resonate even today, reminding us of a time when humanity took bold steps towards understanding the world around us and beyond. And as we continue our journey through the annals of history, we stand in awe of these ancient civilizations and their relentless pursuit of knowledge. As we step into the classical era, we see a shift in the approach towards knowledge. This period was characterized by a focus on practical investigations and abstract natural philosophy, reflecting a new way of understanding the world around us. Science was no longer just about observing and recording, it was about questioning, experimenting, and theorizing. In classical antiquity, the world of science was akin to a vast playground, teeming with new ideas and theories. The practice of science became a quest for truth, pursued through rigorous investigation and abstract thought. Scientists of this era didn't just want to know what was happening, they sought to understand why it was happening. This shift in scientific inquiry was not localized to one region or civilization. It was a global phenomenon, with civilizations across the world contributing to the growing body of knowledge. Among these, the Persians played a significant role, particularly during the early Middle Ages. The early Islamic science in Persia was a period of intense intellectual activity. Scholars from this era made significant strides in various fields, including mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. They not only preserved the knowledge of the Greeks, but also expanded upon it, adding their unique insights and discoveries. This period was marked by a spirit of openness and a thirst for knowledge, which led to the establishment of numerous libraries and educational institutions. The classical era and the flourishing of Islamic science in Persia set the stage for the Renaissance and the modern era of science. They exemplify how the quest for knowledge transcends boundaries and time, uniting diverse civilizations in a shared endeavor. The evolution of knowledge, as we see, is a fascinating tapestry woven together by diverse civilizations, each contributing their unique threads to the grand design.